So for the second half of tonight's chat, so again, this is our very first chat of 2025. I wanted to do something super fun, but that also did not involve me cooking anything. I have cooked, even though it's not been anything complicated, I have cooked until I do not want to cook anymore. This last 2 weeks, we've had 2 birthdays. Well, let's see, we've had 2 holidays, 2 birthdays, 3 funerals. What else have we done this last couple of weeks? I don't know. We've just had thing after thing after thing after thing after thing, and barely any work. So I just feel like I feel like we've just been making food and making food and making food and making food. So I wanted to do something that was fun, something that would be nutritious for me because I'll be eating it, and something that did not involve me cooking. So for the extra credit tonight for chat number, and I've already forgotten, hello Barbara from Bonnell, South Carolina. Oh, John says the current temperature here in Knoxville is 35, so that is why we are not getting the snow. Oh no, Lynn says it's 47 there in Texas, but it's supposed to be 27 in the morning. So Lynn, did the snow skip you all? Because it looked like all of the purple, pink, it looked like all of the fun colors that don't mean fun weather. It looked like they were all north. Like I think they all pretty much stayed north of us also. But this week is chat number 396. This is the first chat of 2025, so I wanted to do something fun that did not involve cooking, so I let an advertisement make my decision for me. I don't know if you all have ever spoken something out loud and then all of a sudden you start getting ads for it on your phone, or if you Google search something and then all of a sudden you get emails from those people. I looked up somebody here at Casey Kitchen Center, I looked up their house on Zillow, and somehow now my email address, I'm getting all these new listing for you here in Knoxville, in La Follette, which our shop is almost in La Follette, and Orlando, Debbie, and John. You will find this funny. Zillow keeps sending me houses in Kissimmee. I've not searched for any house in Kissimmee, Florida, okay, for 0 houses, so I do not know why. I don't know why it's doing that. But, okay, so I had looked for something, or maybe I said it out loud, I don't know. And so I started getting advertisements from Panda Express. I love Panda Express. I go there sometimes, not very often, but occasionally. So it just makes sense that I would get something from Panda Express. And by the way, since I'm having a hard time transitioning into the second half, I completely forgot to mention, I know, Debbie, isn't that weird? I completely forgot to mention to new people that if you're new, or if it's been a while since you've watched, when this is posted on YouTube, and that's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. Oh no, I'll have to go back and see what Carol Lou said. It must have been pretty darn cold. This is an hour-long chat, and the way Casey posts it, she'll post it once as the full hour if you need to go back and watch the entire thing. But if you just want to see the fun second half, that will always be the second one that's only about 25-30 minutes. And I will have on an apron of some form, which, by the way, another cute story. No, I'm not. No, I'm not Barbara. Not that I know of. Another funny story. Real quick, I'll just sidetrack real quick, and then I promise I will talk about this food. But I'm really, really struggling to segue into the second half without doing the homework. This apron says Queen of Everything. And last week when we finished the chat, Alyssa said, Nona, your apron says Queen of Everything. And I said, yeah, I know. And she goes, you're not the Queen of Everything. And I said, oh, I'm not? And she goes, no, you're the queen of our family, but you are not the queen of everything. And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't even know I was the queen of our family. Okay, so I've been getting these advertisements from Panda Express, which is totally fine because I keep earning points, and I have like a bajillion points for things that I'll never eat, like their wontons and some side things and upgrading, like upgrading to the giant plate or whatever. So I don't know when I'll ever use them. Maybe I'll take Bo with me because she loves rice. Okay, so Panda Express has been advertising a new balanced protein plate. Since I love Panda Express, I decided to dig a little deeper and find out a little bit more about these things, and I thought I'd take you along with me. So first question, that was the first thing I said to myself when I saw the advertisement was, what is a Panda Express balanced protein plate? Have to admit, when I first saw it, I didn't hold out high hopes. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's not going to be anything that I'm going to want or have points for or whatever, but sure, I'll look at it. So according to their website, their promotional emails, and according to their app, these new additions, the balanced protein plates, so it's a new addition to their offerings. They are nutritionist approved preset plates that both taste good and feel good. So they're nutritionist approved. It's a preset plate, like you don't pick and choose all these things. It's a preset what's going to be on your plate. And they say that they both taste good and they feel good, because I guess you're not eating a lot of, like calorie, whatever laden, things. So my next question, okay, who's the nutritionist? How do I know that it's nutritionist approved? And I had a little asterisk next to it, and I thought, here we go. Here's a disclaimer, Panda Express. So what's up with this nutritionist? But turns out Kylie Cicada, and I don't know if that's how you say her last name or not, but Kylie Cicada has a Master's of Science and she is a registered dietitian, and she's a content creator. So she's the one that helped develop these plates. She is also a Panda Express brand partner, and she has approved all of these. So kudos, Panda Express. They actually worked with a registered dietitian to come up with these. Okay, great. Then I thought, well, okay, how many of these are there? There's going to be like 2. That's all there's going to be. There's not going to be any choices, whatever. There are 5. So there are 5 options, and I'll go over these in just a second. So Debbie, I think it's more, when you hear what's in them, I think it's more about maybe your tummy feeling good, or feeling good about eating them, because it wasn't all of the deep fried sludgy ones, which I've had plenty of those from Panda Express. But when you hear what these ingredients are, these are things that I would consider. I would feel good about my decision. I would feel good. My tummy, I can already tell you, haven't even tasted it yet, but I can already tell you my tummy's going to feel better. Just feel good, in that way. Okay. Next question, because I knew as soon as I have this chat, I have 2 friends that are going to ask me this. Are any of the balanced protein plates vegetarian? No, they are not. So they do contain all 5 of these contain well more than a serving of vegetables per plate. It's way more than a serving of vegetables. Two or three of them, I think it's going to be probably 3 or 4 servings of vegetables. But while they do contain more than a serving of vegetables for each plate, every single one of them also boasts and contains either chicken, beef, or both as an ingredient. So no, as of yet, there are no vegetarian options. So my 2 friends that are going to ask me that, sorry, there's not. Okay. Next question. I was like, so how do I get it? How am I going to get this? Can I walk in and place an order? According to the advertisements, their website, the app, the emails that I've been receiving, according to them, you can only order the balanced protein plate combos either on the Panda Express website or on their app. Okay, I did not try walking in, so I didn't try busting the system or breaking the system and walking in and ordering one of these. So I can't tell you for sure if you walk in, if you walk in to order, whether or not you would be able to. But according to their advertisements, you either have to order it on their website or you have to order it on the app. And it was extremely easy to find on the app. I did not try to find them on their website, but it was like blatantly obvious on their app where they were. And Casey will be posting pictures of how you get there and how you get to each one of them on their app so that you can find that easily. So she'll post that when she posts these chat notes here in a couple of days. Next thing, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? So I went to the Panda Express on Broadway, the Broadway location here in Knoxville, and I looked up every single one of them, and they seem to cost between $9 and $12.50, depending on which of the combos that you chose. The one I chose was $11.50. So I'll show you my combo here in a minute, but mine was $11.50. So somewhere between $9 and $11.50, depending on which of these combos that you choose. How long did it take to receive the food? So I actually drove over there, parked in their parking lot. They're not that far from here at Casey Kitchen Center. but I drove over there, parked in their parking lot, and then placed my order so that I could get real time. How long is this going to take? I didn't want to tack on any minutes for having to drive over there, or, you know, whatever. So this was a Sunday. So Sarah has segued to Taco Bell. Was somebody else talking about Taco Bell? Sarah says, I wish I had a Taco Bell near us though. Okay. We do. It's super salty. So maybe we'll do a Taco Bell one another day. Okay. But how long did it take? So today's Sunday. I went over there at lunchtime. The parking lot was full. So I was like, okay, we'll see. And again, I did not walk in. I didn't walk in to place an order. Sorry. I didn't walk in. I just sat in my car, in the warmth of my car, because at that point, I think it was 29 degrees outside, even though it's warmed up now after dark to 35, I think John said. But anyway, so I sat in my car at lunchtime at the restaurant. Parking lot was full because it was lunchtime. And from the time I placed my order on the app, and it took like, I don't know, 2 minutes to place the order on the app. And that's probably, it was only 2 minutes because I kept going back and forth and going, well, maybe I want this one. Well, how many points is that one? Well, 8 minutes. So I pulled in, from the time I pulled in and placed my order to the pickup time was, let me see here, 8 minutes. So start to finish, place the order. Then when they told me it was ready and I got in line and actually picked up the food, 8 minutes. So that included my time waiting after they told me it was ready. That included my time in line. So didn't think that was too bad at all. Okay. Next one. How did what I ordered compared to what I received? So you all already know, nothing ever looks like it does in the package, but I have taken some comparison pictures. I haven't tried it. I've not eaten a bite out of this. But I did take some comparison pictures. So I took I took the picture from their website, of what it's supposed to, of what I ordered was supposed to look like. And then I took a picture of what it actually looked like. It's not bad. The comparison's not bad. It looks like it's missing, it's either missing some of the red peppers, or in cooking, they're just not red anymore. But I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. So a 3 out of 5 eggs for resemblance to the professional photo. It wasn't bad. At least it looked like the same volume of food. Sometimes the pictures on anything, frozen food, restaurant, whatever, sometimes the pictures look this big, and when you get it, it's like this big. And this is not a frozen food, this is fast food. Sometimes it's even like a little, like really off on the color. So this was not bad. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 eggs for looking like the picture. Taste, I don't know yet. I haven't tasted it. Availability, oh, I must be doing a thumbs up. Availability, 5 out of 5 eggs. So easy to find on the app. No squawking, no questioning. And Debbie, I'm going to tell you in just a second. So no squawking, no questioning, didn't have to explain anything. It was super easy to order, so I gave it a 5 out of 5 eggs on availability. Value for the price, the size of it, I went ahead and gave it a 4 out of 5 eggs because it's a good size, and I'm going to show you that here in a second, Debbie. But yeah, so I gave it a 4 out of 5 eggs for value, but that could be changed if it doesn't taste like what it should. Okay, so Debbie's already kind of led us into this. Thanks, Debbie. I'll catch you later. So enough statistics. What were the options and how many points are they? Okay, first up is called a double protein plate. And again, Casey's has got pictures of all of these that she's gonna be posting on the actual blog post. But the first one up is called a double protein plate. And this one is advertised as highest protein plate with 76 grams of protein. That's a lot. But it is a double grilled teriyaki chicken. So it's 2 orders of grilled teriyaki chicken with half an order of steamed rice and then half an order of super greens. And that's 13 points. That's not bad. I didn't think 13 points was bad for it to be including some rice. Next up is the Harmonious Macros plate. And I didn't know what macros were until a couple of weeks ago when it was added to my app. But now I'm like obsessed with them. I don't need them, but I'm obsessed with them. So this one is advertised as mindful of macronutrients with 57 grams of protein. and it is a grilled teriyaki chicken. Is one, if you've ever been to Panda Express, you get like 2 entrees. So one entree side is grilled teriyaki chicken. The other one is broccoli beef, and then it has like double super greens. That one's 11 points. The next one is protein and fiber plate that is advertised as 14 grams of satiating, I don't know how to say it, like satisfying, satiating, I don't know, can't say it tonight. Yeah, fiber with 38 grams of protein, satiating, I don't know, for some reason that word's foreign to me tonight. I'll figure it out later. Let's see, so it is 14 grams of fiber with 38 grams of protein, and that is string bean chicken breast. Very salty, Barbara. Very salty. Okay, so string bean chicken breast is in one little spot. Kung Pao chicken is in the other spot, and then it's got double satiating. Sorry, Debbie's trying to help me out. Okay, they're always salty. Fast food is always going to be salty, Barbara. There's nothing you can do to get around that. And then double super greens, and that one is 11 points. The next one is a bold and flavorful plate, and it is advertised as big stir fry, and I actually accidentally typed fly. Casey, if you were watching this, change that to say stir fry. I typed stir fly. Big stir fry flavors with 45 grams of protein, Kung Pao chicken and black pepper sirloin steak. So stop and listen. Sirloin steak. So if y'all remember, loin is one of the cuts of beef that is 0 points now. So Kung Pao chicken and black pepper sirloin steak with super greens, that one is 12 points. And then the one I got, and Barbara, I know, okay, so Barbara is teary because of the sodium. Eating out, there's gonna be a lot of sodium. That is why, no, that's just what I typed, Debbie. That's what I typed. I actually typed stir fly, but yeah, the autocorrect in my brain, I know, because I was trying to pronounce satiating, right? Satiating. Okay, satiating fiber. Got it now. But anyway, the one I picked, so salt, sodium. That's why I don't eat out every day. That's why I try not to eat out more than once a week, because it's all eating out. We have a whole chat about sodium. Eating out, canned soup, lunch meat, anything like that that's processed, gonna be high in sodium. Okay, that's why you have to kind of take it in little bursts. Okay, the one that I got though is the Power Packed Plate. And it was advertised as invigorating B vitamins, okay, from beef with 43 grams of protein, and it is black pepper sirloin. So I'm going to make you all start listening for the word loin, because loin is the cut of beef that is 0 points. Loin, pork loin, beef tenderloin, beef sirloin. So black pepper sirloin steak and broccoli beef with super greens, 9 points. Okay, so let's get it out. Let's get it out and try it. So this is the carry-out container that it comes in. So you can see that's a good size. So it's not the little bitty dinky, it's not the bowl, because Panda Express does have a little bowl. And then they have a plate. This one's is just the regular plate. And then they have like a plate on steroids, which is way too much food. But this one is the regular plate, and this is what it looks like in there. So I have this side, this little hole, or this little well in the styrofoam container. This one is the black pepper sirloin steak, sirloin. This side is the broccoli beef. And then all of this across the bottom is the super greens. So I think that's why it says that your food is going to feel good, because I already feel so much better about only having to track 9 points for dinner, and the fact that it's got this many vegetables. So this is probably 1, 2, 3, easily 3 servings, and it is a lot of food, Debbie, yeah. And you could totally pair this with, like, if you wanted to eat half now and half another time, you could pair it with like a little cup of rice. You could pair it with some riced cauliflower or something like that. Since we are trying it as if we were there, I'm going to go ahead and use their silverware. You do have to put that, I noticed on the app, you do have to put, or you do, it's easier if you put on the app that you want cutlery, or if you want any sauces, and I love their hot mustard sauce, so I went ahead and got some of that. Might try that with some of the super greens. And the super greens, from looking at them, I can tell you it is a whole lot of cabbage, some broccoli, and it looks like maybe some spinach. Does anybody know for sure what the super greens are made out of? Okay, so first I'm going to try, I think I'll try the beef and broccoli first. Okay, now I just found, there is one of the red peppers that was missing from the picture that I took. So, oh, it smells so good, but I love Panda Express. So here's one of the red peppers that was missing. The picture from online had several. Okay, there's a second red pepper. So maybe I should have stirred it a little bit before I took my picture. But this is the beef and, I'm sorry, this is the sirloin side. And it has red peppers, mushrooms. So there's a little mushroom. And here is one of the sirloin tips. So we're going to try that side first. So here's the sirloin side. It's good. Mm-hmm. Very good. If it had about 5 more red peppers in it, I would be a super duper fan of this one. That is nice and tender. I know I'm chewing a lot, but this sirloin is nice and tender. The mushrooms were not, you know, funky. Nice mushrooms. Okay, let's try, let me see if I can get a tiny piece of broccoli over here. Let's try the beef and broccoli, or the broccoli beef side. So here's a piece of broccoli, here's a piece of beef, and here is an onion that comes with that one. I don't know if y'all noticed, the two with the beef, the combo with the 2 beef options was the least amount of points, because that sirloin is 0 points. Also delicious. Let's try some super greens. Nicely cooked cabbage. Can you hear this? This has even been reheated. Yeah, Debbie says it doesn't say what veggies are in the super greens other than the obvious. But this has been reheated in the microwave, and the broccoli is still crisp. The cabbage is still crisp. I'm going to try this. Not that y'all want to sit there and watch me eat, but I'm going to try this with just a little bit of the hot mustard sauce just because I love it. And I'll find another wee little tiny piece of broccoli. Listen to that. Mm. It is so good with the hot mustard sauce. Okay. So again, this one is the Power Pack plate. Invigorating B vitamins from beef with 43 grams of protein. Black pepper sirloin steak, broccoli beef with super greens, and it's got two sides of super greens. That's 9 points. There is no rice in here. I'm not going to miss the rice. Won't miss the rice at all. This is a lot of food. I think this is a good value. I'm going to end up giving this a 5 out of 5 eggs for the value of the food. Okay, and Lynn says it is kale, cabbage, and broccoli. I can believe that. I can totally believe that. This is a great value. Again, mine was $11.50. This is a lot of food. I know I can't tell you what it weighs because I don't have a food scale, but that is a lot of food. I will absolutely be over the top full when I get done eating this. You don't need to add any other veggies to it. You know, most of the time when I grab something either frozen or I grab something out, I've got a hashtag bulk it up because it never has enough vegetables. Each one of these, the peppered sirloin has red peppers and mushrooms in it and a tiny bit of broccoli. Looks like maybe a couple of onions. The broccoli beef obviously has a lot of broccoli with the beef, and then having the two sides of super greens. I think even people who don't like a lot of vegetables, I think they will really like these. If you don't like a lot of vegetables, that hot mustard sauce is spot on. But I think this is a great value for your money. Last, before we go, because I wanted to review this for you, we're going to see what my fortune is. I don't eat fortune cookies, but I always open them just to see what the fortune is. Okay, so here's to the new year. So this is my first meal, my first eating out meal of 2025, or first chat meal of 2025. So come on, fortune cookie, be something really, really good. And John's saying, hopefully it'll say a house in Kissimmee, since I got an ad for one. Okay. Not much of a fortune. It's just a statement. It says, judge one not by his charms, but by his actions. That's actually great advice. So judge one not by his charms, but by his or her actions. Fantastic advice there, Panda Express. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope you will try this very delicious meal from Panda Express. Again, the one with the most points was still only 13 points, and that's the one that had the rice with it. So again, these are called, they are Panda Express balanced protein plates. You can find them on your app. You can find them on their website. Absolutely delicious. Again, a lot of sodium. Won't be getting them very often, but this is a great, great, great option if you need to grab something out. I can tell you this tastes so much better than McDonald's, than Taco Bell, Sarah. Tastes so much better, and this has even been reheated in the microwave. So imagine if you ate it as soon as you got it when it was fresh and hot and they put it on your plate. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Please, 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 when we get done, go over and vote in the If You Have an Egg group and let us know. Keep the homework, ditch the homework. Doesn't matter to me either way. But if y'all don't want it anymore, I don't need to pay to have it done, and we need to switch to something else that we can spend some more time on. If you are watching this on YouTube, and pretty please share the YouTube channel with your friends, because this is the only way that there's only a handful of us that can give you what the weekly topic is every week. I'm one of them. So please share this with people that are struggling, that don't know what the weekly topic is, didn't even know they had a weekly topic, and that maybe don't have, access to a meeting, and let this be their meeting. But that is youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. I think y'all got Carol Lou to the right spot to be able to find what she was looking for, the walk talks on Discover Content. If not, I'll go back and find those later. But you all have an amazing week. If you are watching this on YouTube, please let that next video roll over. Alyssa's so darn cute, and she's on back-to-back ones. I know that she would love to know that you all watched them. Go ahead and click subscribe, and then click that little bell so you'll know when the next video is going to be up. But y'all have an amazing week. Stay safe out there. If you're in one of those snow and ice zones, please stay safe out there. And if it's just really cold where you are, be safe. So I will see you all next time. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Good night.